Hey, Deborah, good to see you. Hope you're having a great night. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you're having an awesome day. Hope the weather's beautiful, or if not, it's something. We had rain here, which is awesome. We needed some rain, so it's all good. It's all what you make out of it, right? Howdy, and what's your inspirational print for today? I love watching you create these masterpieces. Hey, thanks, Deborah. I appreciate your kind words. I love your kind words. Great question. What's your inspirational print? So, lots of times when I come on and I do these inking out louds and kind of pop up on Facebook, I don't have inspiration. So that's a great question. Sometimes I have intention. So tonight my intention was just to come here and just do some quick, loose sketching. And I don't know what they turn out to be. Sometimes they're nothing but just lines everywhere and abstract. Sometimes they turn out to be buildings or skyscrapers. And for me, it's about the process. It's really just about creating that I love. I just love putting my pen on paper and letting things happen. Adding some color. Here's a thing I worked on a while ago. This was a scrap piece of paper, and I just used it to wet my brush off on, and then I looked at it maybe a couple months ago or so, and I'm like, oh, let me transform it into a little scene. So I sketched a lighthouse on here, kind of a peninsula. Yeah, so sometimes I never know what things are going to turn out to be. It's a great question. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Actually, another way to answer your question is sometimes I let the music inspire me. Maybe when you first watched, you kind of saw me just sketching to the music, bopping my head around, moving around, which is getting into it. It's fun. So you might see me doing that. So sometimes the music will kind of dictate how the pen is going to flow and how my hand's going to flow. Kind of dances around the paper. So music is definitely an inspiration for me, for creativity. I feel like I always need to have music on when I'm drawing or painting. And even just thinking sometimes. And I listen to all kinds of music, everything from classical to epic classical to Neil Diamond, all the way to like Metallica. So I am like all over the globe with music. Different music affects me in different ways. Great questions. So I'm turning this into a little, so we can zoom in closer. My focus is a little out. Sorry about that, guys. Not sure what's going on with that. Let's make his focus. Just zoom in a little bit. There you go. So as I was sketching these lines, I'm seeing some kind of I'm almost seeing like a little lighthouse kind of thing happening here. Very abstract, very loose. The camera seems a little blurry. Let's see what's going on with this. Of course, I'm using a Sharpie. My go-to is my Sharpie pen. This is 140-pound watercolor paper. Canson. My go-to watercolor paper. My other go-to pens are, besides my Sharpie, I have my Pilot Precise V7 pen. And then my other favorite pen is my Uniball Vision Elite. So these are my three main sketching pens that I use. I like to use Sharpie a lot because lots of times I'll come back and add an ink wash or acrylic wash on top of the sketch. And if I don't want the ink to bleed, I'll use a Sharpie because it won't bleed. If I use Uniball or Pilot pen, it'll bleed sometimes, which is cool. You can get definitely get cool effects with it. Cool, yeah, I'm starting to see like a little lighthouse kind of forming here maybe. Maybe it's on a little island type of thing here. There you go. And I think I'll add a little bit of background color so you can see the lighthouse pop out that I'm seeing happening here. Sometimes my sketches are really, really loose, like this one. I'm not trying to be realistic at all with anything. I'm just trying to capture a feeling and just play. It's just about playtime for me. This is my go-to kind of sailboat sketches I'm doing down here. There's some sailboats happening down here as well. I don't know, maybe this is in Maine or something, lots of trees happening. I should be playing some kind of a fisherman, lobsterman type of music. I'm actually going to switch. This is jazzy music. I'm going to switch to, what do I want? It's a little more dramatic. So I just have these set playlists here. I use a thing called Epidemic Sound, is where I buy the music, the rights to use the music from. And I just have tracks of some different types of music I group together. It's cool. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of color. Try to get a little focus on this. This would be a kind of a quick little session here. So I'm going to use, I have a blue, cerulean blue watercolor marker. And I'm going to use I'm just going to use a brush pen here. Did I say that? Brush pen? Water brush? I think it's a water brush. I said it wrong. These are water brushes. I love using these. Fill the reservoir with water. This is a medium tip one. I also have a flat tip one as well. So what I like to do is I like to throw down some color on my palette here. I'll actually do it on a scrap piece of paper so you can see it better. See if this works. I don't know if it will. And sometimes I'll try to lift it off of here. Actually, I have water. Get my little water jar right here. Boom. There we go. And I'm just going to add just some blue on here. I just want to pop out where I'm seeing a lighthouse shape happening. Maybe you guys can start to see it too, popping out a little bit as I add some blue. Hey Ed, how are you? Thank you for joining. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Good to see you. So I'm just creating a quick loose sketch. I didn't know what it was going to be, and I'm ending up kind of making a little lighthouse scene. It's a little blurry on camera, at least it looks like it is on my end. I apologize, I'm not sure why. Oops, let's see if that works. So I use a Sharpie marker to do my sketching, and now I'm using a Winsor Newton watercolor marker, cerulean blue, just to add some blue sky on here. We got some awesome dramatic music going in the background. Powerful stuff. Oops. And it helps you put the cap on the right end of the pen. So I like these brush markers. They're really nice just for, I find them vibrant if I wanted them to be, and I could kind of add color and pop it where I want to. So you can see I'm just adding it kind of along the shoreline here around the edge of the building. I just wanted the building to pop a little bit more. And I'll just take my water brush here, just dilute it a little bit. And after this dries, I'll probably come back and add another coat or layer of the blue on here. Sometimes I'll mix other colors of the blue. I'll mix magenta in here or orange. I'm just going to keep this really simple. So this is a Winsor Newton, it's a watercolor marker. So I'm going to say there's no alcohol in there because it's easy to, I can freely paint with it. It's not drying immediately. Good question. I'm trying to read the label, but I believe there's no alcohol in it. Kind of liking the way this is looking, just the black and the kind of the blue in the background. If I add a pop of color, maybe I would I have some loosey-goosey sailboats kind of sketched down here. I got 3 of them. Kind of a little, maybe an island here, or outcropping. And water happening here. Yeah, yeah, these are really cool markers. Winsor Newton, I have a few of them. My go-to colors are cerulean blue. This is sap green, and then my most favorite one right here is sepia. I love doing things with sepia color. So they're pretty cool, and what I like to do is put them down. I'll show you this over here. I have a kind of a board here, a palette, and I sometimes like to take these markers. Let me show you. I'll add some sepia on here. I'll do it on this little piece of paper. I like to take the marker and just kind of put it on my palette, and then I'll lift it off with a brush, put some water on here, and just kind of do this, and I'll paint it this way. You can put it right on the paper if you want, but sometimes it's really intense, and if you don't want it so intense, it's hard to spread out and thin it out sometimes for me. So and it also kind of leaves like a stain sometimes where you put the original color down. So that's why sometimes I like to put it on a palette area and then kind of take it and brush it onto my paper. So either way, it's just a personal preference. But I do love the sepia color. I love the combination of sepia and cerulean blue as well. You'll see that I do a lot of pieces with these 2 colors in them. Cool. So I'm gonna wrap up at 8:30 tonight, guys. It's gonna be just a quick little pop on here. So summer's here, school is over. So I can come up with a regular schedule now that I know I don't have to worry about grading at night. We're getting assignments ready for the next day. So I'm gonna have a regular schedule. I will post it on my Facebook page for you guys. I'm planning on going on twice a week. And so I will let you know what that's going to be, because I know some of you guys have asked. I think, Ed, you've asked like when my schedule is. I appreciate you. I know I've been all over the place, so I'll have maybe 2 days a week that are regular, and then I'll randomly pop on here and there as well. So I appreciate you guys, your feedback, your interest, and sharing this stuff, and just putting creativity out there, sharing your work as well. I do want to pop something out. Maybe I'll add a little. Oh, I have these too. This is an Ecoline brush pen. These are cool. I'm looking to see if there's alcohol. I don't think these are alcohol based either. First, I always thought chartreuse. I really never knew what color it was. I've heard the word. To be honest with you, I thought it was like a greenish color. This actually turns out to be a really nice bright yellow. So I'm going to throw some down here on just the sails of where I'm picturing sailboats. You guys can see that. Zoom in a little bit closer. Just going to focus on this area. There we go. Move it down a little bit. Perfect. So let me show you what this looks like. Let me grab one of my other aqua brushes here. This has a medium tip on it. I'm just going to brush it here. So this is where I'm picturing sails to be happening. There's yellow flags on here. Again, this is really loose, abstract. Just a fun little piece. Sorry, I got my big promo there covering part of the picture. There we go. So there you go. I think you can kind of see it. And sometimes I'll just add some color down here where the bottom of the boat is. I don't want to get too crazy with different colors on this. Just doing a little ink and wash. There you go. What I also like to do is, where there's water, for reflections, I'll just take the colors here and just kind of pull them down. I'll wet my brush. I'll just kind of pull them down a little bit. It might be hard to see on camera, but there's some yellow happening. This just helps kind of create the idea of a reflection. So and I got this from Bob Ross, actually, watching Bob Ross to create reflections. Just take the color and kind of drag it down. I love Bob Ross. I grew up watching him on PBS. I still watch him. I cannot paint like Bob Ross at all. I haven't tried painting Bob Ross style. It would be really fun. He just mesmerizes me. There's always a point where I'm watching Bob Ross and his painting will just transform. It's like magic. It just, in the blink of an eye, it just totally takes on a whole new character. I love watching it. Cool, there we go. So I think you kind of see the camera. This is where I'm talking about reflections kind of coming down onto where there would be water. Use this. Let's see. I don't want to pop. I just want to go like your normal lighthouse red. Sometimes when I find I'm thinking too hard about colors, I'll stay away from it. I kind of just want to go with gut or instinct and just kind of grab and do it. So I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to pick up my Sharpie and do a little more sketching. So I'm just catching maybe some kind of rocks happening down there. Hey, D-Ray, good to see you. Hope you're having an awesome day. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. So there you go. That's kind of just a quick little lighthouse sketch. Again, I kind of started off loosey-goosey, just doing line work. I didn't know what was going to happen. I saw a shape in here that looked kind of like a lighthouse to me, so I was trying to work with that and pulling out a little scene. After it dries, I might come back and add some more color. I think I want to pop this lighthouse out. So I don't know what I'll use. I was thinking red, but maybe not. And that's the beauty of creativity. We can do whatever we want on our pieces of paper, our canvases, our recipes, our dance moves, our crocheting, whatever your outlet for creativity is, bring yourself to it. Bring your voice. Bring yourself to it. That's what it's about, right? It's about having fun. It's about the process, the journey. For me, at least. It's not always the end result. It's just the fun of getting there. Awesome. So I am actually going to pop out. D-Ray, I'm so sorry. I know you just tuned in. This was a quick session tonight. I am so happy that you tuned in. Ed, I'm so happy that you popped in, and Deborah as well. Thank you guys for watching and commenting. Recouping from pain days. Even Pinky had a cramp. Oh no, D-Ray, I'm so sorry. I know the feeling of cramping up for sure. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm feeling it too. My hands look really red on screen. They are not that red. I totally get. This always acts up in here, and I have issues sometimes. So I've been working on trying to be ambidextrous and practicing my right hand as well. It's fun for sure. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. This is a quick session. Now that school's over, I will be posting a regular schedule, so I'll be bringing a regular show, probably twice a week, and I'll also be popping on randomly here and there, like I've been doing up to now, and doing my inking out loud sessions. So if you guys are interested, let me know. Put in my comments or on my Facebook page or on this viewing if you're watching this now or recording. Let me know what are some topics, things maybe you'd like to see in some upcoming shows. Anything that has to do with loosey-goosey architectural sketching, ink and wash sketches as well. It could be loose landscapes type stuff. I'm open to suggestions, so feel free to put them in the comments and see what you guys are interested in seeing. Thank you so much for watching tonight. Who knows, I might pop on later, very much later. Hey, Teresa, good to see you. Thank you. You have the gift of color for sure. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. So I'm going to head out. I'm going to go watch a little movie with my my better half for a little bit, and I might pop on later tonight. I'm not sure. I have been coming on Sunday mornings around 10 or 11, and I've been inspired to do spire paintings on Sundays, whether it's kind of like church spires. I did one, I'll show you one here. So I might be on tomorrow morning. I don't know, we'll see, around 11, 10:30. So this is one of the things I did on a Sunday morning. I mean, I spent a couple days working on it, but I felt like Sunday would be a good day to sketch churches or spires or something along those lines. So maybe I'll be on tomorrow. Hey, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I'll catch you soon. I always appreciate you, your creativity, your positivity. As I like to say, pay it forward with creativity, right? You guys always have amazing artwork you're doing, and I'm inspired by you guys so much. Thank you. Have an awesome night. And thank you. We had some new viewers, like Deborah, you know, and Ed, and not new, but you guys have watched and haven't always commented so much, so it's always great to see you guys comment. Guys, peace and live creatively. I'll see you soon, okay? Thank you for your support. I love this music, by the way. I love painting to this track, sketching and drawing to it. Maybe I'll work on this one someday. There's some more things I want to do on this piece. So it's getting there. Hey guys, take care. Good night.